Recognizes the gentleman from Louisiana, 2nd District, for 5 minutes for questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Secretary, for being here. I represent Louisiana, which has served as America's gas station for the past century, drilling, refining, and shipping oil and gas worldwide. Just like how innovation is traditional energy resources has become an economic boon for America, investments in other forms of energy could transform Louisiana's economy. We must do so, and I think you'll agree, because you've said comments to this effect, that we should do it in a way that we protect communities, that we recognize our number one commodity are healthy communities, healthy people, making sure that they have access to clean water and clean air. So I appreciate your agreeing in that regard. Louisiana has the existing infrastructure and skilled energy workforce to be a leader in the 21st century energy. Our expertise can be leveraged to develop emerging energy sectors like offshore wind and hydrogen. Port Fourchon, our deep water port in coastal Lafourche Parish, is ideal for building, deploying, and maintaining offshore wind projects. Additionally, abundant natural resources and pipeline access across Louisiana can support large-scale hydrogen production and distribution. However, the Trump administration's actions has halted new offshore wind leases and permitting and approvals for existing projects. These decisions have cast uncertainty over hundreds of megawatts of planned offshore wind capacity. Meanwhile, according to a recent Bloomberg report, the current vision of the Republican reconciliation bill will severely limit the amount of renewable energy capacity the U.S. adds over the next decade. Wind, solar, and storage capacity would drop by 10% by 2035. The impact of wind power would be most severe, with new capacity shrinking by 35% and no offshore wind additions in 2028. Secretary Wright, in your confirmation hearings, you committed to an all-of-the-above energy strategy, and I applaud that, to include both conventional forms of energy as well as renewable energy. But you've appeared before the House committee last month and said, quote, "I've never been for all of the above myself." So which is it, sir? Can we count on you to be for all of the above? We know that this is important. We know what we have to do as Americans. We cannot do the same old thing expecting a different result. Our world is changing. Our climate is changing. Wouldn't you agree that we have to do better than what we've done?
I've been about improvement and innovation in energy my whole life. As a 17-year-old kid, I went to college to work on fusion energy. I worked on solar energy in graduate school and geothermal right after. I only got to oil and gas a little bit later. Congressman, I appreciate your passion on these issues, but I have never been for all of the above. And if I said it at one point in time, I misspoke. I've always tried to always be very careful in my words, that energy is too important to mean everything. Just do it all. My thing about energy.
Are you against solar? Are you against wind? Are you against wind?
I'm against energy sources that make the energy system more expensive or less reliable. Solar has applications in many different energy systems around the world. Heck, there's probably even a few places where wind itself would be a positive for an energy system.
So these are all of the above. We're talking about, and we may have to do them in size and scale, but I think you will agree that we can't afford to leave meaningful opportunities on the table if we want to maximize healthy outcomes for communities while making sure that we remain a robust energy producer.
You come from a great energy producing state, and I share your passion for more energy. But mostly what we've done with the subsidies through the federal government for wind and solar has mostly been negative. We've incentivized rich people and rich companies to build energy things that have...
I don't want to cut you off, sir, because there's so much that we have to say. I just want to get a few things in real quickly. State of Louisiana Hubs for Energy Resilience Operation HERO project won a $250 million federal award. There are programs like this that are so important for our communities. Projects for Together New Orleans, these communities will serve as residents for cooling off places. Their grants have been suspended. Can I get you to commit to at least revisiting them with me to see if there's a way to revive them and bring them in the mainstream? These programs matter to the people in my district, and they are ones that have been tested. They've gone through the appropriation process in a bipartisan way and survived.
Let's look into that together. I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to, but let's look into that.
And Mr. Chairman, if I could have 10
Well,
seconds,
I
I'll
think,
just say,
the gentleman's time's expired. Votes are going to be called